All right, just a little ditty about my grow box that I made. I actually didn't really make it. I'm utilizing an old fish tank that I got for pretty cheap, and I put the foam around it just to kind of maintain a bit of the temperature inside. And I'll show you. I just have these plywood cutouts, and this foam, you can see the shiny on the back. It's kind of that faced. So I'm just trying it. This is the unit. There's my heat unit. There's my temperature regulator. And it also regulates humidity. This actually is a chicken egg incubator. Well, I just should say an egg incubator. So just utilizing bits and pieces. So inside, there are my, if I can get down in here, there are my little babies. These I planted quite some time ago, and I actually on these had really good germination. I had 100%, but these are kind of a random variety of Lophophora. I don't even know the variety. Dang, kind of hard to get in here and film. But it's kind of sad. I used to have, I don't know, probably 120, 30 of these, but I've moved so much and they've gotten damaged, and that's what I'm left with. So, there, nice close-up. This one actually got squished. You can kind of see that line. Once again, I was moving, and a speaker fell on it and squished it. But it's recouped nicely. So then here are some new seedlings that I got. And I do have the varieties marked on the bags. These are 5 different varieties. So each container has one variety. And they're not doing too hot, really. They're all tipped over. You can see one right there, a couple of them. The tips are becoming white. So I don't know what the deal is. They don't seem to be rooting very good. There's the next ones. These didn't germinate hardly. There's only 6 in there out of 30 seeds. I'm probably not going to be able to reach all the way down. There's some more. They're also elongated, which means they're not getting enough light, so I just raised them up closer to the light. I'm not too concerned with the elongation, merely because these guys look the same way when they were young. So these seeds that I got are from a new company. There's the varieties, the 5 varieties that are in those bags. And let me look at my numbers I've got written over here. So that's a total of 210 seeds. 210 seeds that I planted. Out of the 210, I have 130 that have sprouted so far. And that's what, 2 weeks that they've been sprouting? Or since I planted them, 2 weeks. So the 130, that means so far I have about a 62% germination rate. 62%. I'm not going to say it's the seed purveyors. You know, I've tried, this is, I'll lift you up on this side. This is new soil that I'm trying. And at first, some of them were turning red, so I turned the temp down. And I took them further away from the light. And, well, at first I started with 16 hours, I think, of light, or 14 hours of light a day. I now have them down to 12 hours of light, and I think just in the last few days I've boosted up to 14 hours of light. I know if they turn red, it's a bit too much light. I just wish they would root, and you can see them all laying sideways. And on some of them, the tips kind of turning white. I cannot find out online what the white tips mean. I'll show you back on this other side. So these guys here weren't doing well for, I don't know. I mean, these are probably 6 years old, but they absolutely, year after year, were not growing. All the growth I've had was since I built a grow box, and I also made my own soil, which really isn't soil at all. It's a combination of rocks and sand with literally like 5%, 10%, not even 10% of like a compost sort of, well, not a compost, but basically it's just rock. And they're absolutely loving the rock. If you ever want to read up on soils, there's a book, I can't remember the actual title, Rock Eaters, I think. And a lot of research done. And my understanding is cactus need rock. They don't need dirt. They don't need dirt at all. I've seen photos of them in the wild where they're just literally not a stitch of dirt around, just rock. But I'm curious to someday see what variety these end up being. So that's me grow on my little baby cactuses, 160 of them. Hopefully some more sprout. I know when I've done this before, I'll get some sprouts later on. I did order some more varieties. Couple Texas varieties. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 more varieties coming my way. So as soon as we get those, we'll do probably another little update. Maybe I'll even show how I plant them, though it's nothing new. I got my information on how I planted them off the internet. One thing I haven't done is some people put the seeds on top, which is what I've done, and some sprinkle it really lightly with some very fine dirt or something. And I might try that. That might help the roots. But it just, to me, these roots, you can kind of see some of them, like right there. They're just having a hard time digging in that soil. That's it, guys.